안녕하세요.
Hello, everyone.
1389회
I would like to congratulate everyone who has come to Cheonshim Won Visual Devotion to offer your devotion.
전 세계적으로
Throughout the world,
19,700
19,700 places are connected with us. 43,900 brothers and sisters are attending to offer devotion in one heart. From Cheonwon Special District, 220 have come to the training center. Sammun University Church 75, the Cheonsung Church 55, Changwon, Iksan, Pyeongtaek, Daegu, Haenam. In this order, our Heavenly Korea churches are attending. From Heavenly Japan, Sendai Church 136, Masayama Church 101, Nagano Church 100, and Fukuoka, Okayama, Midori, Heavenly Japan Cheonshim Won, Takasaki, Oita, Koriyama, Toyama, Kochi, Urawa, Usunomiya. In this order, Heavenly Japan churches are attending the vigil to offer prayers together. Throughout the world, Thailand, Philippines, Nepal, various other places are connected with us to gather their devotion with us. As we pile up the tower of our devotion, I truly hope that all of you pile up your tower of devotion. At Taedok Church, they are offering Cheonshim Won 300 vigil, but they only have 2 people, and I was thinking, should I mention this or not? But whether it's 2 people or 3 people,
저런 때 정성들이기가 제일 힘든 겁니다.
that is the moment where it's hard, most difficult to offer devotion. Even in the main at the training center, going over 10 people was difficult, even after 400th vigil. When devotion offered with small number, it takes much more energy. But once that devotion is reached up to a certain standard, heaven will work through that people or person or church. So once you reach that point, heaven will come down to you and you will see miracles unfolding before your eyes. So Cheonshim Won devotion is already 1,389. Soon we will be reaching 1,400. We already witnessed through the great miracle of 700th vigil, and 1,400, twice more as 700th. Up until this point, there are many things happen, and that tower of devotion has been reached high. And as we offer devotion, as we listen to many different testimonies within our members' heart, we are growing our faith to faith, passing faith to faith. And our sister Yu Yeon-min, second generation family, have shared testimony. She said that because her faith has been developed through Cheonshim Won, she resolved to come to Cheongpyeong. Let's go to Cheongpyeong. And eventually she was able to give testimony today. Up until 1,389, if there are people who still do not have faith, what would happen to them when they ascend to spiritual world? How would they be judged? Whether they go to hell or anywhere in spirit world, they will be judged by people. So they will ask you, you haven't offered devotion even if we reach 1,389th vigil? Entire spirits will come down and ask you, you still do not have that much faith. And people in hell will shout at you, that bastard, even though a lot of things happened, that person have made sin and come here, even though that person knew. And how can I live with that person? It will be a very problematic if you hear such stories. So please listen to all the testimonies in Cheonshim Won TV if you haven't heard them. If you actually check Cheonshim Won TV, you can see many testimonies in YouTube. Just watching that testimony, the more every day as you watch every day, you will see your faith growing stronger. So the more you know about heaven, the more about spirit world, the more you know about Heavenly Parent. Only when you grow your spirituality, you can become the citizen of heaven in the 13th year of Cheoniguk. And everything have been prepared for you. So that is why we were able to enter 13th year of Cheoniguk, where we live with and attend Heavenly Parents substantially. We were able to greet this year. As we offer Cheonshim Won visual devotion, we passed 5 winters, and we are passing 6th summer. Of course, there were times when it was really difficult, but when we reflect back, we can truly feel how much Heavenly Parent bestowed His love. As we passed through COVID-19, there were, we received direction that we should not offer survey. We should not, offer prayer in shouts. We should not offer praise. Government itself was trying to block us, but at Cheonshim Won Vigil, we cannot do that. Why? Because True Mother directed us. She gave us heavenly direction. So, and after a while, in-person workshop began. And when we first when we reopened training center, less than 30 people came, and we began the workshop. And really difficult people with a lot of difficulties came. And as we did the opening ceremony, people were standing up. There were people who were shouting at me, "Stop the opening ceremony." It was very terrible experience, but that workshop had the most grace because there were so many people who had evil spirit working through it. They were able to experience spirit world. As looking at those recovery, people started to have absolute faith, and people spread the words, testified about what they saw, and more people came. And now, Korean worship training 186, Japanese 210, international 22, international spirituality 85, GPP 23, and spirituality academy, who will be staying here at least 6 months up to 1 year. 99 are here. And there are also spirituality academy trainees who are going abroad to work as volunteer. They are 30, so total of 130 are working. So today, 869 of Cheoniguk leaders have come. So total of more than 1,500 are here attending. So truly, as you understand providence of Cheonshim Won, experience spirit world and experience spirit living Heavenly Parent, if you go back with such experience, with such sensation, I'm certain that Cheonshim Won, the fire of Cheonshim Won will lit through your heart and through your churches. And if every one of you who are here can do that, then we will be able to have vigil at the World Center every Friday. If you resolve to bring at least one person, I'm certain that we will be able to hold vigil at the World Center every Friday. Only then we can accomplish Heavenly Unified Korea. We must bring such spirituality. We must move forward as we attend Living Heavenly Parent. Our brother Lee Sung-man truly shared a beautiful poem. Please grant us wings at the edge of the cliff. It was a very moving poem. There's no one here who would fall down at the cliff. We feel the wing of absolute faith. You will rise high. You will fly high. If you have wings of absolute love, you will fly without having any thoughts of yourself. If you stand at a position of zero when you empty yourself, that's the point where you can have wings and fly. If you have your selfish heart, selfish thoughts, then even if it's not a cliff, you will fall down. So please, my brothers and sisters, heaven will give you wings to fly. So in order to receive the wings to fly, because we ask for the wings, what would True Father say? When True Father worked through you, there are many times when True Father will swear at you, you little bastard. That's what he might say. He might say, you little bastard, I will give you wings. True Father will talk to you, will tell you. Our sister Yu Yeon-min shared her testimony and she gave it very well. Since last year, she's been attending vigil through online and she heard many testimonies and she heard children reports and she saw people being reborn and resurrected and she was able to come to Cheonshim with her second son to attend the workshop. And her first son supported her and her second son to attend the workshop. I'm certain that heaven has cannot help but to work through them. Even when you're attending workshop, there are many people who are saying, "Oh, this is too difficult," right? Especially this special workshop for Cheonshim leaders. I believe this is really special workshop. There are a lot of people, a lot of time where you can rest. But I'm certain, I don't know if people would say that, oh, they're having a hard time. There were some people who actually telling me that, oh, I have to park down at the gate. That's too difficult. Actually, workshop training should be difficult. If there's nothing can be done at a comfortable place, you have to find a difficult path to be trained. So you have to put your own goal and go into the state of difficulty. And this person our sister truly did very well. She was able to set her own heart. She resolved to spend every day valuably, preciously. To be honest, trainees must set new heart every day. If you're lazy, if you are misaligned, if you are complaining and resonated with someone who is complaining, that pain became disease for you and coming into your spirit. You should be able to reflect like this. Whatever you feel, whatever you see, whatever you hear, based on it, you should be able to reflect how your state is and resolve your heart every day. And that's not it. Just resolving is not it. Once you resolve, then you will see trials. She said that she was having a hard time. She was vomiting. She had a stomachache. But she endured until the end. And gradually she was getting better. And at the end of vigil, she said all her painful symptoms disappeared. So, my brothers and sisters, those who are not coming to vigil, they often say, there are many people who say, oh, I'm sick, so I'm not coming. But if you're sick, you should come here more. Because the purpose is very clear. The goal is very clear. Because you have evil sensual spirits, that's why you have a lot of pain. You have a lot of pain. Our director Kim Myung-wook also shared all the stories, right? Her story. She didn't like Cheonshim Won vigil, so she was trying to get away from President Ki-sung, from me, and she was eventually appointed as director, and she had to come here. But eventually, all the problems were disappeared. She received power. She received authority from heaven, and her words about her spread even to Africa, and she will tour around Africa in December. Why don't we give a big round of applause to our sister Kim Myung-wook? So do not make excuses. If you receive pain, then it is heaven's providence. You must understand it that way. So you must embrace that pain, offer desperate prayer, and meet living heavenly parent, testify living heavenly parent to people. So our sister came here and offered what devotion actually is, what actual visual devotion is. Up until now, she's been offering devotion for herself, doing 1,000 calling out name prayer. But as she got here and look at other people offering devotion, she saw the passion of prayer, passion of praise, passion of resonance prayer. As she watched such passion, she realized, oh, this is the actual visual devotion. And she also learned about how to offer proper way to offer bow. And she also learned about how praise, 찬양, is another form of prayer. And she realized that spirit world need our prayers and devotion. As she realized these deep realization, enlightenment, and she started communicating with Hyojinim, she received a lot of grace. When she drinks coffee, she had a really difficult pain within her stomach, but Hyojinim told her that if you drink up to this point, then you will not have any stomach ache. And she followed Hyojinim's word, and she was able to see work of Hyojinim. And if she keeps on moving forward with prayer and devotion, amazing thing will happen. Her second son's name is Kim Do-hwan. He has psychological order, social phobia, and he's been staying at home for years. And he came to workshop. And now, if he came with his mother, he should be in 21 days. But he can resolve his problem very simply. When true Father comes into his heart, then he can solve all his problems. At the womb of the Holy Spirit, with the heart to become anew, if he offers and shouts his prayer and devotion, that he can solve his problems very easily. If he can resolve the spirit that causes psychological problem, that he can solve the problem very easily. So please shout out Kim Do-hwan at least once in your resonance prayer so that he can make victory. Aju. And international workshop trainees, all the trainees, if they offer prayer and devotion in one heart and one will, with miraculous word, I'm certain that they will also give testimony in this stage. In our Cheonshim Won team director stage, in our Cheonshim Won team director Kim Joo-han shared his report. Truly, mother's devotion is very important. His mom offered a lot of prayer and devotion for his son to return. When he was about to kill himself at a motel to throw himself off at the 9th floor, he saw someone lying down in a cold winter on the ground, and he came in and he went down and he told them, what would your family think? So you should wake up. Life is the most important. So truly his mother offered devotion so that he can love others at a moment when he would kill himself. He was able to experience spirit world. And he even experienced the hell, what it's like. At the gray village, he heard a man shouting at him. That bastard was born as a child of a blessed family. He met true parents. He heard the principal and true parents' words. How can I live like that? We must kill him. So that man was shouting like this. We heard this story. And maybe we could be the candidates who will be entering that hell. You never know. That bastard had been living in Unification Church for 56 years. He came to hell. How can I live with him? Let's kill him or her. In Nepal, when government collapses, it collapses so quickly, right? In hell, you imagine what would happen if you listen to that voice eternally. How much suffering would you face in the spirit world?
그런데도
Despite this,
늦었다. 이제 늦었어.
our brother received a message from himself, Chuhan, you are too late. And at that moment, he offered prayer that could persuade spirit world, save me. You are about to kill a second generation who would live for true mother. You're going to kill such second generation. He shouted at the spirit world, and spirit world somehow was persuaded, and his spirit body eventually came back home, went into his body, and he was able to live a second life. So for those who are at a time of death, about to face death, you must offer prayer. You must persuade spirit world. You will tell spirit world, if I live one more day, how I would live. If I live 100 more days, I would live like that. You should show a spirit world. If I die like this, you won't be able to accomplish heavenly criteria. So once you persuade spirit world, spirit world will open the path for you. That's why people with the sickness, if you just offer prayer, please save me, please heal me, then it won't work. But if you offer prayer like, if you heal me, I will live like this. If you persuade spirit world will move. If I go to spirit world, I receive these realizations. I receive a lot of realization in Cheonshim Won. Then if you just take me back to spirit world, then you'll be losing this precious gift. So if you offer such prayer and devotion in Christ like this and persuade spirit world will give you another opportunity, another chance to live. So you should not think of Cheonshim Won devotion as something that you can think casually. Cheonshim Won devotion is very important. It is a place where you can deep root your faith. It is a place where you can experience spirit world. So you must experience spirit world. That is why we must move forward with spirit and truth. That is why we must move forward with Cheonshim Won prayer. In order to move forward with spirit and truth, we will set into two organizations and move forward. You heard this several times, right? I'm pretty sure our pastors gave lectures or message about this. So you must fulfill these words. We have this testimony today. With the thunderous voice of True Father shouted at our brother Kim Joo-won to wake up, to get up. And later, True Father gathered all the leaders at the Tree of Love. He told leaders to put their head on the ground. There was a Cheong Kwang-won, a Christian pastor, very strong figure in Korean Christian. He actually told other pastors who were working for him to put their head on the ground, and they did, and we saw some YouTube. Anyways, as more and more people knew about Cheonshim Won devotion, understood about True Parents' words, and today we have gathered 44,000 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion in Wonhar. That is too big of a number to fill World Center, right? And so we can make absolute victory. We are making miracle now. So today, True Father gave us. Today, True Father will give us His words to a child who is open to listen to His heart. Actually, True Father gave us His words for the leaders, but I don't think I have time today to share. So you should not just come and leave casually. You should absolutely believe that True Father is working and understand who True Mother is. These are the words of True Father, his request to leaders. So, leaders, there's a message about leaders and they should go to Cheonshim Won to receive message. Your life began with Holy Mother Han. Do you believe? Without mother,
중생할 수 없잖아.
you cannot be reborn, right?
너희들은 홀리
All of you,
실체 성령 독생녀 참 어머님을 믿는가?
do you believe substantial Holy Spirit, only begotten daughter, Holy Mother, Han, true mother?
가서 보고하라는 것입니다.
So basically, true Father is asking you to
너희들은
report
참 어머님을
that.
홀리 마더 한이라 믿는가?
Do you believe true mother as Holy Mother Han?
믿는다면
If you
얼마나
believe,
사랑하는가?
how much do you love her?
그 사랑을 어떻게 증명할 수?
How can you prove that love? Prove that love. If you go to Cheonshim Won,
사랑합니다. 막 그럴 거예요.
you might say that I will give my life to love our true mother. How can you prove
너희는
that?
어머님을 얼마나 지켜드리고자 했는가?
How much work have you done to protect true mother? How much love have you experienced? Experienced the love. How much have you experienced the love of true mother?
어머니의 사랑.
And Kim Joo-won team director
느끼는 엄마의
share his testimony.
이
Just like the
우주의 모든
love
것들이 하늘 어머니의
in love of mother in the house, entire universe is filled with mother's love. How much love have you experienced? Love of mother have you experienced? How much love have you given back to true mother?
너희들의 삶은 하늘 부모님을 모신 삶이었는가?
Is your life have been a life of attending heavenly parent?
중심령 모시면서 살지 않았나?
So you must reflect whether you live with sensual evil spirit, live according to sensual evil spirit, or live with sensual evil spirit. What kind of resolution, determination are you going to show to true mother? All of you come to Cheonshim Won and answer this question. And through these 13 days, if you cannot become one with Holy Mother Han, if you haven't been able to become one with Holy Mother Han, empty yourself and deep root your heart to Heavenly Parent, to True Parent, to Holy Mother Han. So, in this new era, Cheoniko leaders should be the ones to become one, to become harmonized, to become at peace. And only then, so leaders should be the ones to set the guide, to set the model. So, please, True Father is asking you these questions right next to you during this time, and show your resolution, show your determination, and by showing your resolution and determination, you should bring energy to spirit world. Even if people went ascend to the spirit world at an age of baby, they can be grown up through the spirit world, through the physical world. So all the people, all the spirits in the spirit world are receiving energy from physical beings. If you think about this, you should not send elements of death to the spirit world. We should send elements of life so that they can grow. We should not send any elements of darkness in order to bring dark clouds over spirit world. At a position of becoming absolute oneness with True Father and True Mother, at a position of completion, centering on God of the day, centering on True Mother, you must become one with them. If you keep on complaining and blaming, there's no place where you can stand. Even if in the hell you cannot stand, there's no place you can stand. Through our testimony, we heard the truth. So up until the last breath, we should go through the door of absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. By passing that door, we can release and liberate spirit and physical world. We must bring such miracle, and I truly hope that you can make today's prayer gathering and vigil such a time to open the door. Let us give another round of applause to our President Lee Gi-sung for offering prayer and devotion to resonate with heaven. Next is time to shout out 아버지 어머니 with desperate heart.